It is not surprising that some of us find it challenging to make decisions in life, thinking that even small decisions will lead to terrible consequences. However, many of us are skilled at making tough decisions, be it in business, life, or managing a whole nation. How do these individuals manage to make these difficult choices? Let's hear a small story. Once upon a time, there was a young man named Alex. Alex had just graduated from college and was trying to figure out his next steps. He had always been interested in entrepreneurship and had several ideas for businesses he wanted to start. However, Alex was struggling to make a decision. He wasn't sure which idea to pursue, and he was afraid of making the wrong choice. He had been researching and analyzing each idea for weeks, but he still couldn't make up his mind. One day, Alex met an older entrepreneur who had been running a successful business for many years. The older entrepreneur asked Alex about his ideas and listened as Alex shared his dilemma. The older entrepreneur smiled and said, "I understand how you feel. I was in the same position when I started my business. But then I realized that the key to success is not finding the perfect idea. It's about having clarity of vision and making a decision." The older entrepreneur shared his own story of how he had started his business with a simple idea that had evolved over time. He explained that it was his clarity of vision and his ability to make decisions that had allowed him to build a successful business. Alex was inspired by the older entrepreneur's story, and he realized that he too needed to have clarity of vision and make a decision. He sat down and thought deeply about his ideas and what he wanted to achieve. He realized that he was most passionate about one of his ideas and that it aligned with his values and goals. With newfound clarity, Alex made a decision to pursue that idea. He put together a plan and started working on his business. It wasn't easy, and there were many obstacles along the way, but Alex remained focused and committed to his vision. Years later, Alex's business had become a successful company, and he had achieved his dream of being an entrepreneur. Looking back on his journey, he realized that it was his clarity of vision and decision-making that had allowed him to succeed. Almost everything you do follows this important concept called clarity. If you are not clear what you really want, you will send mixed signals in every aspect of your life, be it your career or relationships. Without clarity, you feel confused, send unclear message to the people around you who then send unclear response back to you. One of the most important reasons that most people don't achieve anything in life or don't reach where they want to go is because they lack clarity. They lack clarity in their vision, their thoughts, and ultimately in their actions. How do we know we lack clarity? There are several signs which can signal that you lack clarity in life. But I personally use a method to identify lack of clarity in any given situation, which is called the OCI method. O stands for overthinking, C stands for confusion, and I stands for indecision. Overthinking. Overthinking means thinking about a certain topic or situation excessively and over a long period of time. You think something too much and for too long that you become unable to make any decision or take any action. Confusion. Confusion is the inability to think as clearly or quickly as you normally do. Indecision. Indecision means being unable to make decision or having a lot of difficulty in deciding between two or more possible course of action or thoughts. Now that we have learned that lack of clarity is detrimental to us, and if we really want to achieve something in life and maintain balanced state in every aspect of life, it is important that we think and act with clarity. We will use a method which I call BGO method, where B stands for breathe, G stands for goals and values, and O stands for options. First, take the time to breathe. Taking deep breaths and practicing mindfulness can help you calm your mind and reduce stress. When you are feeling overwhelmed or uncertain about your direction in life, taking a few minutes to breathe deeply and focus on the present moment and relax yourself. This will help you to reduce noise in your head and gain clarity and perspective over the current situation which is bothering you. Second, identify your goals and values. Knowing what you love can help you identify your goals, mission, and values. When you are clear about what is important to you and what is it that you really want to do, if you knew you were going to die tomorrow, note it down. It becomes easier to make decisions that align with your goals and bring you fulfillment. Take some time to reflect on the activity, people, and experiences that make you happy and energized and write them down. Third, assess your options. Now that you have identified your goals and values, it is crucial to assess the options which have put you in unclear state and what are the possible outcomes of each option. Then write down the pros and cons of each option. Once you have done that, assess which one will take you more closer to your goal and priorities. Consider both short-term and long-term consequences of each option, and finally make a decision. Remember, there is no right or wrong answer. Life doesn't always pan out as we plan. So, it is okay to feel overwhelmed. But what is more important is to focus on your own journey instead of comparing yourself to others. By using these 3 steps, you can gain more clarity in your decisions and action. Stay focused on your own path and make choices which align with your goals, mission, and values, and live a more authentic and meaningful life. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked the video, support us to make more such contents by subscribing and sharing our videos.